So this is part 5 of a 5-part series. So that means that's the last series, right? Last video of the series on homeowners insurance. Great episode on how you can save money. Stick around. Hi, welcome back. My name's Joe Brown. I'm a realtor with Century 21 Lisbeth Beggins, located in South Tampa. Thank you so much for being here with me today. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. Most importantly, share this with your friends and family who you think could benefit from this information. So over the past 4 videos, it's been 5 weeks because I did a market update, but over 4 videos, I've had an interview with Tom Roney of Roney Insurance Company, and we talked about homeowners insurance and how home inspections affect insurance, or age of roofs, or flood insurance. Oh, by the way, last video was on flood insurance. After we made that, we received notice that the National Flood Insurance Program is going to start raising premiums. So if you have flood insurance, you'll absolutely want to look into that and how that increase of premiums will affect you. In this last video, Tom talks about how homeowners can save money on their insurance. So when I say share this with your friends and family, everybody should share this, right? Because I think everybody wants to save money on homeowners insurance. So at this point, hey, Tom, take it away.
Let's talk a little bit about possible credits or discounts, really, with regards to the homeowner policy here. So certainly the age of the home, the newer home construction, you're going to get a better credit typically by each carrier out there. So that's certainly nothing that you can change about the home. But if you're considering 2 different home options, certainly the cost of that insurance on a home that's, let's say, brand new or built within the last 5 years might be significantly less than a home that's 30 or 40 years old. So it may be something to consider as well when you're taking into account, maybe 2 potential options that you're considering for purchasing out there. The cost of that insurance based on the age of the home and the construction of the home could be a big determining factor in terms of the price or the premium for your homeowner's insurance policy. Likewise, let me skip ahead to number 4 here on my list, construction. Masonry construction is it's more fire resistant. So it's going to have a better rating with most of the carriers. You're going to get a better premium typically if it's masonry construction as opposed to frame construction, or sometimes a combination. So depending upon what that percentage of combination, a lot of 2-story homes have the first floor is masonry, the second story is framed. So depending upon that percentage of construction, frame versus masonry, is in terms of how the carriers will have us classify that home. Most of the times the cutoff point is 33 1/3%. So if the home is more than 33 1/3% frame construction, then we need to classify the home as frame construction, even if the bottom floor or the other part of the home may be masonry. So that's certainly, masonry gives you typically a better discount than the frame construction will. We've kind of touched a little bit about the replacement cost versus market value cost, but we want to make sure that we've got the home properly insured, to the replacement cost, not necessarily the market value on it. There are certain carriers out there that do offer a home and auto insurance bundle. So that can be a discount as well from the homeowner's insurance carrier if you have both the home and the auto insurance with them. Roof replacement. So newer roofs typically will get a better price than a home that has an older roof on it. And that can vary by year even. The carriers do have us put the year of the roof or the replacement year of the roof in there on their system, and they make a determination really with regards to the cost. And there's a different value, I guess, based on the age of the roof for the home itself. So, shape of the roof.
Tom, let me stop you there. So let's say I buy a house and the roof has 5 years left. So I get it insured. But the roof is still working fine after 10 years, right? So does the insurance carrier keep track of the age of the roof and maybe my premium changes because my roof is older?
Yeah, I mean, each year that your roof is 1 year older, they're going to reduce that discount that they're giving to you each year. And likewise, if you end up replacing that roof, you need to let the insurance carrier or your insurance agent know. And in many instances, obtain a new, what's called wind mitigation inspection as well, because there could be additional credits that you're not receiving now for the roof that you will receive on a newer roof based on that the current codes for the construction or replacement of a roof now.
Okay.
And I guess, like I said, the hip style roof, which I kind of described to customers typically as a roof that kind of goes up on all four sides like a pyramid, that shape or style of a roof typically will get you a better discount as well, as opposed to a gabled roof or a flat roof shape or structure. So that is something that we ask the customer, and or if they're not aware, we certainly can go out there through Google Earth or other sources and try to make a determination if it qualifies for a hip style roof credit. Typically, with most of the carriers, if it's at least 90% of hip style roof, then we can get that credit for the customer on the policy. Another thing certainly is a central station burglar or fire alarm credit, centrally monitored with, let's say, ADT or another company like that. If you have that in your house or you're planning on getting in your house, we can add that on as a credit as well. I typically tell the customer it's not going to pay for the monthly cost of that service, but it does provide you with that credit, and you want to let the agent know that you're planning on getting that alarm either installed or turned on in the home if it's already in an existing home that you're purchasing. Another thing is if you live in a gated community or have a 24-hour patrol in that community, or even if it's a single entrance into the community, sometimes the carriers do offer a credit for those as well. So it's something that we can take a look at. A lot of times we're aware of certainly the gated communities in the area. A lot of times that's indicated as well on the listing as well if it's a new home purchase from that standpoint. More and more we're seeing these water leak detection devices on the homes themselves. If you have one of those installed on the home, that notifies you if there's a leak, detects a leak in your plumbing in the house itself. So that's certainly a credit that many of the carriers are offering as well now. Credit plays a part now with a lot of the homeowner carriers here in Florida. So certainly if you have a higher credit score, that can impact the premium as well with a lot of the carriers. And sometimes maybe the husband or the wife might have a better credit score. So sometimes either if we list the wife or the husband first, they may pull credit off of that first person that we have listed on the policy. That's not with all of the homeowner insurance carriers or all of the insurance carriers, but sometimes it can make a difference as to whom we list first on that insurance policy. So maybe if you know that one or the other has a better insurance score, we may want to list that person first. And certainly claims free. So depending upon your history, and sometimes the carriers look not only at the the claims history for the new home that you're purchasing, but also they'll look at your history if you have a previous home as well. So they may pull not only claims history on that, if it's a new purchase on that new home, but they'll also look at the claims history on a previous home that you may have owned. So certainly if you've had claims free for the last 3, or in some instances the last 5 years, that can certainly help in terms of getting you additional credits or what carriers were able to provide you quotes for.
Wow. I hope you learned a lot from this interview with Tom. Not only this video in which you learned what you can do to save money on your premiums. I did not know until I talked to Tom that the shape of the roof is important in saving premiums. That was new to me. So I hope you learned something in this. But also go back, if you haven't already, go back and watch the previous videos on what is homeowners insurance and how the home inspection is important, and flood insurance and roof and age of roof. Homeowners insurance in Florida is going up so much, and it costs thousands of dollars every year. So it's important for us to be aware and knowledgeable about this. So next video, next week, I'm going to have another interview, but focused on title and title insurance. Whenever you buy a home or sell a home, it goes through a title company. And there's a lot of disillusionment, if you want to say that, or ignorance about what title is. So have a great interview with Aaron Elser. That'll be next week. Week after that, I'll do the market review for September. Some things are happening. You'll want to stick around for that. Thank you so much for being here. I love sharing this information with you because South Tampa, Florida living is awesome.